Hello again, day 7,472 in lockdown, and maybe, just maybe, the end or the beginning of a new normal is in sight. I am still incredibly troubled by the amount of business owners that appear to have, sat on their hands and done nothing for their business or to their business since this whole thing really kicked the proverbial table over in the pub. We've had at least 6 weeks of time where, yes, after that initial shock, where there has been lots of time to do lots of stuff to your business. There are a few coaches, more than a few coaches, that will tell you that you should work on your business and not in your business. Now, whilst my skin crawls every time I hear that frickin' phrase, because it falls into the same category as phrases like thinking outside the box or blue sky thinking, actually, those people aren't far wrong. We can argue about how much time is spent doing stuff in our business as opposed to moving it forward. But the recent global situation has actually given you an opportunity. Now, if you have been following the podcast, which is now getting thousands of downloads on Apple and other podcasting streams, thank you very much. I have been talking to you about reflecting, refreshing, and rebranding your business for weeks. Well, here is the opportunity. It is time to relaunch that business. And if you're in hospitality, the opportunity that you will be given is massive, and I mean massive. It's like you are launching a business onto the world all over again, like the very first day you started. People have widely admitted that they generally have the attention spans of goldfish. So something that you posted last week has already been forgotten. The experience you delivered may have already been forgotten, and the price is just a distant memory. So now, my friend, in the coming weeks and months, you have an opportunity to do two things. Relaunch that business to the public at large and relaunch it from a better, stronger, if not wiser position. So I'm going to take you through 7 key things that can get you back in front of your ideal customers and clients like a new breath of fresh air. So here we go with the stinky. So re-establishing your business and taking the reins, whilst massively daunting, can be one of the most exciting steps in your career. Offering you the renewed potential to dictate your own hours, your workload and direction, restarting your own business can give you the career that you have always dreamed of, but it is not without its own pitfalls. If restarting a business is new territory for you, and let's be fair, there probably aren't many watching this that actually have ever done it, navigating the minefield of a potentially oversaturated market, a tougher than usual economy, reliant on external factors such as suppliers and stakeholders, is going to be a hard slog, and that's without beginning to consider actually relaunching your brand to the masses. Now, knowing how to effectively remarket your brand and company can be the difference between success and failure in this situation. Essentially, preparation is going to be key for all these ventures. Beginning to plan the relaunch of your business months and weeks in advance of your potential release date places you in the best possible chance of success, or at the very least, gives you enough time to adequately prepare to give yourself a good enough foothold. However, given that we've never been through this before, you also need to have a plan in place, even if it's just that you are given days and not weeks or months. Your relaunch is your big entrance into the market and the minds of your consumers, and the impression you create from the outset can stick to your business for a very long time. So, I've boiled down the tips and tricks of successful entrepreneurs and business founders into a few necessary strategies to ensure that you are pulling up to your entrance in a stretch limo and not a Robin Reliant. Now, by the time you're beginning to consider the relaunch of your business, you should have already reflected, refreshed, and looked at rebranding your business. If not, visit the comments below and look at the previous videos and podcasts based on those exact angles throughout this pandemic, and give yourself an even better chance of getting this whole damn thing right. But you should have refined and well-defined and have that business idea as a business entity, and it's all clear and it's exactly what success is going to look like to you. Now, I say this because, as I referred to previously, a large amount of what is going to make or break the relaunch of your business is marketing and interfacing with your potential customers. The key to a great marketing strategy, or multiple strategies, is to know your business and therefore your brand inside and out. Good, unique branding is your primary selling point and can be the key to getting you that market edge over all your competitors sat on their hands. Moreover, just as your business and product will define your brand directs your marketing strategy. So if your business is going to be the pizza company to rival Domino's, it's really no good targeting your marketing and PR towards health and fitness gurus, because you'd be surprised how many businesses waste time, money and effort chucking shit up the wall and hoping some of it sticks. Get in the freaking game, make a plan, and stop wasting an opportunity that this current shit show has actually given you. Number 1, get an early start on communicating with both media outlets and relevant industry influencers is actually key to actually gaining coverage at the appropriate time for your relaunch. Reporters and mass media aren't going to jump when you snap your fingers. So beginning your outreach strategies at least a couple of months before your official launch date is a great way to generate the conversation and anticipation well in advance. Number 2, utilizing a brand of popular bloggers, social media stars and high profile customers by sending out free samples of your product in exchange for honest reviews can introduce your product to a whole new potential customer base and continue to generate excitement until the official launch. If relevant, schedule time with industry analysts with a compelling brief request. Get in there now. Number 3, start developing your own following across social media. Identify and research your target market so you can tailor your communication directly to their interests. Now, if your product can reach an already established and hungry market like the tech industry, seed their space, I like that, with mysterious leaks and build brand recognition and awareness. Make your brand visible in relevant conversations, regularly interact with influencers and industry leaders. Number 4, consider planning a product or business launch event to officially announce the launch of your rebranded business with a bang. A unique and well-tailored event can be an excellent way to top off weeks or months of solid marketing groundwork and act as the catalyst to push your business to an even wider audience. Make sure to invite the appropriate influencers, social media mavens and industry stalwarts so you can keep communicating with them and make it a massive event. Go for it. Number 5, even if an event isn't your bag, utilize the time that you have in the release cycle to develop unique thoughts on your brand and marketing materials. Create an interesting infographic, publishing a survey that supports the value of your product or service, or a video that's destined to go viral can engage a much wider audience than people who are exclusively tuned into your industry. Inject your brand with some valuable personality and drive those product sales. Number 6, capitalize on your popularity by making it easy for people to learn about your product or service, linking your wider marketing with free trials, downloads, product videos, and so much more. And number 7, ignore the elements of the relaunch that do not drive your business. If your business doesn't offer a product or the service the offer doesn't appeal to the mass consumer audience, focus your approach on targeted sources such as specific industry magazines, trade shows, rather than accumulating followers on social media. Instead, use the channels for consumer engagement and customer service. See who is talking about your offering online and then make contact with them. See how these folks can help you further promote your offering within their social circle. And that, my amazing business friends, is it for this very short podcast. So, after the last 4 weeks, we have covered reflection, refreshing, rebranding, and now relaunching. All the other podcasts are available on Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or my lovely shiny website, which is www.markford.uk, where you will find a ton of stuff, including a free 5-star Amazon review book for free for you to download and help you get the business that your hard work truly deserves. I have been Mark Ford, quite possibly your best kept business secret, and I will see you on the other side.